Okay, oh, it's recording. And yeah, I know I look crap and everything, but it's about, what is it? I don't know. It's nearly midnight or something. And I am I'm just thinking about something. I really I mean, and I just want to know, does anybody else actually find this? And I should have a little clip on microphone. I'll have to get one. But anyway, I wrote out this thing, and I'll just read it out. Okay. Humans, I mean people in general, they just they fascinate me. Um, it's interesting. It's like um, they say they're one thing. You know, a lot of people say, I'm this or I'm that, or blah blah blah. And then in private life, they do these really bizarre things that just does not align at all with what they've said that they are. Like, they'll say they're Mormons or something, and then they'll go and, you know what I'm saying, doing something really kind of I don't know. I don't know why I picked Mormon. It just came out of my head. But yeah, it's something like that. Um, and like, it's like when you meet someone, and I don't mean just, I'm not talking about romantically or anything like that. I just mean people that you meet in the course of, say, a year or whatever, for whatever reason. And you get talking to them, and you sort of think, yeah, I can pretty much tag that person as a white hat or whatever, and whatever you want to call it. You think vanilla or something like that. You think, yeah, that person pays their taxes, they keep their appointments, they, I don't know, they're pretty much normal, whatever that means. But yeah, and then voila, they do something completely outside of your overall general assessment of their personality. It's really weird. Everything changes. You find out that they secretly believe that they've been invaded by aliens, or I don't know, it's anything. It's just, there's always something. It's really weird. Oh, I don't know. They do donkeys or something in their spare time. Who knows? But seriously, I mean, is it is it just me that notices that, or um, are people really weird? Like, I mean, they're fascinating, and I really do like people, um, uh, and like, it's really weird. Sometimes I'm like kind of like animalistic when I'm when I'm sussing out a person. I sort of like take a whiff of them and sort of like stare at them, look at them, what they're doing. It's But yeah, they're interesting. They're really fascinating people. I think when you get down to it, and they're so confusing. I don't understand it. Like, if I say, hey, I'm a Yankees fan or whatever, I don't go and like secretly bat for the other team, or no, that's not a good way of putting it. Uh, and I'm trying to think of an example. I don't know. I mean, if I if I like uh, if I like whatever, I'm just trying to think, eating chocolate, okay, or I like anything, whatever. I actually say it. I'm quite upfront, um, and yeah, and I find a lot of people think that's kind of not a good thing, to be that sort of open and upfront about things, and that it's actually like, a character fault or a character flaw, that I do that, because then, people will judge you and everything, but I can't seem to help myself. It's like, it just boom comes up, and I just say whatever goes charging through my head at the moment, I don't understand these people who, it confuses me. It does. I'm fascinated. Like, I don't know. I'm just, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know. It's really weird. Like, you meet these people who are, or on the other hand, okay, you'll meet someone and they're introduced to you as this total badass, this, I don't know, complete, what's the word? I don't know, complete thug or whatever. You're introduced as, and the person says, hey, that person's really, really dodgy, blah, 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 and you go, yeah, okay, whatever. And then they'll do something nice, like they'll save a kitten, or they'll, run in a marathon for charity. And, like, that's really weird too, when people who you've pegged as black hats, or, whatever, just amoral or that sort of thing, then they'll go and do something that's really altruistic, and that just, I can't deal with that. I mean, I can deal with it, but it just cracks me up. It really does. And I don't know. Then I'm like confused. I'm like thinking, well, what is this person? What do they make up their mind? Are they good? Are they bad? Or what the hell are they? And it's these like shades of grey that I find interesting. I find that really interesting in human nature, and but yeah, I find that 9 times out of 10, when you meet someone in whatever situation, they don't tell you up front, like, hi, my name's so and so, I'm an alcoholic, or whatever, just whatever they're into, or something like that. They'll say, oh, hi, blah 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 blah. They'll talk about boring shit, and then I don't know, because I tend to get right in there. I tend to like ask, kind of, I don't like talking about weather or boring kind of mundane subjects that I can't sort of get any information of someone from, that it doesn't enlighten me in any way. Okay, so I usually talk about, and I find that disclosure leads to disclosure. So usually if I say something about myself, I am shocked, and actually, that the number of people who go, really? Yeah, me too. But it won't be, if I hadn't said that in the first place, they wouldn't have, I don't know, felt comfortable or something to say that, reveal that part of themselves. And yeah, anyway, but I just think people are interesting. They constantly fascinate me. and they're funny, and the normal people, I actually really find that the normal people that you meet are usually, they're actually the weirdest. Wow, it's like when you scratch the surface, it's they've got it's really weird. I find n- normal people, I guess, as most people might put it, I find them actually quite weird. And yeah, I don't know if other people find this, or am I just, I don't know. Anyway, this is going on for too long, but yeah, I just think it's weird. It's really weird. Um, and and then you get, oh, don't even get me started. Then you get these people who you think oh yeah, they've got a really happy marriage or whatever. Oh gosh, you talk to them, get one of them drunk or whatever, and this shit starts coming out. Oh, she does this, he does that, blah 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 blah. I can't believe it. It's just like a constant. It just seems like these people who you like, you look at and think, wow, I really would. I'm envious of their relationship. When you actually get to know them really well, or one of them will confides or something into you, you think, oh my god. And that kind of is really what puts me off the whole thing about about just, yeah, the whole, it's, I don't know, relationships and stuff like that. It's because it's, and these people, oh, these other people who I've met, like, I don't know, probably in the older generation, um, like I had, yeah, there was someone who I knew, and his parents um, were so strict about what kind of person he went out with, uh, and they practically had his whole future mapped out for him. Meanwhile, back at home, they've actually split up and lived in separate wings of the house, not even just separate rooms, or stopped sleeping together. They've gone, they've totally separated in different areas of the house, and yet when they go out in public, they hold hands and, like, say that they're really, oh, whatever. They hold hands and, like, pretend they're this marriage of the year. I don't get it. And yeah, it's weird. So, anyway, that is enough on that. Oh dear.